Question in this webinar will be that whether the task management or issue management, I will say, are easier, simpler, less expensive than project scheduling tool or project management tool, because the WBS is the foundation of every planning. You do planning as detailed as your WBS is. What we will do actually, first I will go to the JIRA, try to schedule this program there. And then I will come back to Microsoft project, and then we will schedule this. Whole hierarchy has been developed. You can have timelines, right? You can build timelines here like this. You can link them like this. And let's make it weekly. So this is 3 days. It was 1.5 day, but there is no 1.5 day. I will keep it 2 days. Here it is 3 days. This is also 1.5 day, but there is no 1.5 days. So I have to keep it 2 days. And I have to really drag and drop here. Otherwise, they automatically do not get adjusted. I feel no such setting. So this is the time it takes actually. Now what I will do, I will try to create this with MS Project. Right? And this, and this. Add dependencies. I selected all three got dependent, continuously dependent. And add this here and add this here. Right? So the things which I did in 20 minutes there, it took me 5 minutes doing it here. That you use complete MS Project, then one person will use $30 per month and 9 people use $10 per month. Total cost per month will be $120. But if you go JIRA, so everybody has to pay $16. So 10 people, it is $160. Good evening, everyone. My name is Vivek Prakash, and I, along with my colleague Kalyan Raman, welcomes you all in this 16th episode of the Project Management webinar. For the first time attendees, let me give a quick brief that what this webinar is all about. The Project Management webinar is initiated to support the people who want to perform better in project management, want to clarify their concepts, get to know latest trend in project management, want to use effective and efficient tools available to project managers, want to attempt for certification exam like PMP and Prince2, and want to really keep maintaining these certification by renewing them, by earning valuable PDUs. As you all know, by attending this training, by attending this webinar, you get 1 PDUs. So every alternate week, you are get 1 PDUs, and they are more than enough for renewing the PDU, your certification at the end of 3 years. Here, our effort is to explain project management concepts in simple terms, address day-to-day challenges of the people, project managers, or the senior managers they face, help project managers to understand better the project management and the tools, techniques available to them and utilize them in their projects, earn valuable certification, as I just said, PMP, Prince2, or any other certificate, because what we distribute in this webinars, what we impart in these webinars are useful in any kind of education in project management. And as I said, it will help you retain the certification. We look for that what is going on in the market and try to bring things which are untouched, not so easily being like so popular, and but they are very important for the people, and that is the real efforts that we are talking about last episode, and we will talking about this episode also. So our tagline is simply this webinar is Imbibe, Certify, apply and thrive. So as Kalyan said, let's have a little recap of the previous webinar, because this is a second part. Continuing from the previous one, we were talking about that the question in front of us, that whether a proper project management tool is more useful, or a casually selected Excel, or a thoughtfully selected a task management or issue management tools are better than project management tools like MS Project. So when we say MS Project, we are not really mean that MS Project versus something. We are not Microsoft seller or reseller as such. And we just bring it out the things. It may be MS Project, it may be Primavera, and there are many other similar tools are available in the market. We feel those are better project, and that's what the effort in these webinars actually. So let me bring that such what we are talking about here. So it's a part 2 of the previous webinar. The question in this webinar will be that whether the task management or issue management, I will say, are easier, simpler, less expensive than project scheduling tool or project management tool, because they are complete project management tool. Though in these webinars, we are primarily looking at the scheduling part of the of all the tools. So all the tools have something here and there additionally, but we are looking primarily at the core of the project management, which is generally goes through the scheduling, because it helps delivering the project on time within budget, and that is primarily on the top of the head of the customer on in general. So the idea is that to see that these tools are really better than, because they are quite popular. Are they really serving their purpose or not? Or a conventional, I normally say traditional conventional tools are still very effective, because they are also enhancing, and such things are what things are available in these tools may be available in the MS Project tool also. So I will also show you the other side of MS Project, which probably resemble more with the tools which are being used by agile teams, and they feel that JIRA and Asana type of tools are far better. So we'll discuss that. But to look back on this, the last webinar that we talk about, that the project managers often take up the Excel for scheduling and planning the projects, and because they feel it is easily available, it is simple, easy, because it's being used for many other things. It is free because it's part and parcel of the Office program. So it is anyway available on desktop. And if not Excel, any other spreadsheet is available. It is flexible. I can do whatever I want to do. Yes. But there is a cost to flexibility, because you can really do anything, whatever you want to do. Many times that's not a very good idea. Right? Lot of project Gantt chart, project scheduling templates are available, and that's why we use it. MS Project means Gantt chart, and our project is too simple to use any proper tool. And we found in the last webinar that most of the things are really myth actually. Excel, though it looks free, but turned out to be more expensive, because it takes enormous time of expensive resources, and they are expensive. If they spend time, then it costs to the organization. It's not a proper scheduling tool. It does not give any understanding of timeline, and even it does not give a proper understanding of complete project or even part of the project. It gives a satisfaction that we have planned something and we are managing and day-to-day operations, but they are and a lot of struggle, lot of time has to be spent in this. We found that despite the MS Project has a 2,500 rupees fee. That is approximately $30 per month fees, which is quite high actually in general. But even for a 4 people team, we saw that calculation, even for a 4 people team, this was cheaper than Excel. Excel is more expensive even for a small team as 4 people. So if you are talking about 10 people team, 20 people team, and if you're talking about an organization of 50 people, 100 people, we can see that the kind of money we may be wasting in Excel by using Excel basically. So I see on an average, maybe every project, MS project tool is, MS project license is required for a 10 people team. Even then we are spending enormous amount of money on by just because we are using Excel as it is easy to use. Right now in this webinar, we will see that the tools like JIRA, Asana, Trello, and many other such web-based tools are available. And how are they also? They are also good. They survey because they are very close to the agile, which is very popular in software and by de facto standard today in software. And these Jira is quite very popular. And then such other tools, different companies, different teams are using different tools. Are they useful, or are they really solving their purpose? Are they better than the project management, other project management tool like MS Project? In this case, today's case, I will be specific to MS Project because I'm going to use its features which may not be available in other similar scheduling tool like MS Project. So like why we use Jira, Asana, etc. because it's a free flow visual planning. And I have a small team. Agile said, do not plan more than 2 weeks or so. We are just planning for 2 weeks. And we are not talking about what was original plan, what is new plan. We are not talking about the long-term contracts, etc. Customer is giving us the things. We are developing and giving back to the customer. So there is no such kind of baseline things. And there is a good graphical interface available. Visually, I can plan very easily, just dragging, dropping things here and there. And therefore, it is very easy to use. It is aligned with the agile methodology. That's why become even better. Kanban, Gantt chart, sprint view are available to these places, and which will make our life much easier. And license fee is much lesser than MS Project like tool or MS Project tool in this case. We will see that all these aspects, whether what is good. So I'm not talking about that some tool is better than other tool. In a circumstances, every tool could be better than other tool. Right? So I'm talking about when you're planning the projects, which tool is best and why should we use it? That is the real purpose. There is no effort to justify MS Project, though our recommendation goes like that. But the effort is not to justify, but to highlight what you are gaining and losing by using different tools. So we do not have time for using all kind of tools, but because Jira is most popular, I will try the things with Jira. So we'll try to Jira and MS Project. We'll see what is happening because Jira is generally considered a better tool than or whatever the tools are available and most popular one. So as I will go back to my previous thing, I want to repeat this because these are basics of project management or project scheduling things. Like you have one is the activities duration, what the work you are doing, how much time it will take. That's important. What is blocking this? So I will use some agile terminology. What are the blockers for that? Which other activity is blocking this activity? That is on which activity this activity is dependent on. So that's the terminology which we use in a way. Which activity is the blocker actually for that? So that is where the dependency shows. And then lead and lag, which often we have in our real life, but many tools may not have such kind of provisions. But in real life, sometimes we have to wait. So how to factor those weights, right? There are alternative methods that can also be used. But the concept is important. So because we get to know like how much time an activity will take, how much time project will take, when an activity will start and finish, when the project will start and finish, right? Then there are resources, and with the resources, we get to know more about the efforts and the cost. In this webinar, focus on effort and cost is not there. It's largely depend upon the deliverables than the cost, because Agile does not generally do not go with the costing part. It's just an assignment to the resource. So we'll just talk about will not focus on the costing part altogether. Another thing which is important for preparation of the plan or preparation of the overall deliverables or overall issues, I can say, or overall tasks in hand, I can say, because I would like to use more the other terminologies also. This is also an important part, because the WBS, the work breakdown structure, has to be there. Either it is a list of issues, it's a list of tasks, it's a little hierarchical structure. Some hierarchical structure is given in every tool. That means it's important. Otherwise, every tool might have not given. So some hierarchical things are some hierarchical structure, and the provision is there in every tool. But in many tools, they are limited, and therefore it may constrain your capability to do something. So WBS structure you can develop up to a certain extent, and so WBS is important. It is acknowledged in every tool because every tool has that. So it is an important thing because the WBS is the foundation of every planning. You do planning as detailed as your WBS is. If you merge 2 or 3 tasks together, your task will be less will become more ambiguous, less clear. And if you make it too detailed, they become unnecessary overhead. So we have to have a right balance in work breakdown structure, that is WBS. So it's important that, and that's why we talk about last time, we took this example of writing a book, and we talk about that at different levels of WBS. And that's what we tried scheduling in Excel and MS Project, like writing a manuscript, then writing a book, writing the book, editing it, then publishing it. And it is not complete, but whatever is easily can be done, I did it. All 4 level of hierarchy is there. So what we will do actually, first I will go to the JIRA, try to schedule this program there. And then I will come back to Microsoft project, and then we will schedule this. Last time we schedule in Project Professional. Project Professional is the tool which is got installed on on the laptops. It is not a web-based tool. Project Professional is not a web-based tool. But this time I will use the web-based part of the Microsoft project, similar to what is there, JIRA or Asana or Trello or other tools. There are many tools there which are there. So I will use the other side of MS Project, because earlier, anyway, we have seen the Project Professional, that is the client tool as such. So I will go to, you have any question anytime, please put this into the chat. And if you think it has to be addressed right away, please let me know. Where is that? Yes. So this is this is JIRA. For this purpose, we have installed it, and this I try to do things from the scratch, and it take help some people and take helps of some other, because I am not very day-to-day user of JIRA. I in past in two with two of my client will try to implement JIRA, and both the clients after certain time, including me also, so found very JIRA implementation quite complex. We tried for a couple of a month or two, hard to see that because it's very popular. We also tried that we get training on that so that we can implement it better. But training turn out to be very few people were there, and it was extremely expensive. A client cannot like uh, cannot really afford that trainings as such. So because the ultimate aim was of using JIRA was to integrate with the software methodology, plus having a not too expensive things. But if training is too expensive, then what becomes so easy? So we tried it. We didn't try. So I'm not that user, but for this demonstration, I again put this back and try to. So I will try to put up things. My job is, as I said, I will try to schedule this thing. Actually, let me show you. We did this last time. So I will try to plan such a simple plan, and with in JIRA. I'm not sure. I just consider you got a project. You have to deliver it in a month or two kind of thing, or maybe 3 months, 2 3 months. You have to deliver it. That is the ultimate objective. So I took JIRA. In JIRA, we have to build projects. So I will go to the project and will create a new project. We can take any project as such. So any Unman, Scrum, anything we can take as such, and use this any template. Just take any template and use some options in the beginning to create it. And let's write a book project, right? So, and then I will do the next. This will creating the project. We get it. It looks quite fluid, and you have various views here. Timeline views we have backlog views, we have sprint views, and list view as such. So I will use the list view to create some task like that. We can import it from Excel also, but I found that importing from Excel is structure a little complicated. If you want, I will show it later. You have to structure in much exactly the way, but that's not a big deal. But even then, it was not a very good import. So I will try to create here itself, and we will also understand how easy to create that. So I create this. I will see that what are the things available. So we have epics, we have stories under epics, and the task under the stories, right? So I will select epic as such, and will say that I will say manuscript, right? That was the first thing. Then I will create another one. That is again epic. And this is write book, right? And then I will be having like publish the book, like, oh, sorry, edit the book and publish the book. but I will take them later. Let me try to build the plan here itself. So here there is a position, we can put it here. We can add a task under the manuscript. So write manuscript. Right? And then review. And then third one is finalize. That's what our WPS is. Okay. So, but it has come on the other way. So let me move them to the up and down. So that is quite fluid in that sense. So right have gone up, and then I will put this. So now this has come 12. Now I will put the under the right book. We have two parts. Part 1 and we have part 2. So probably next time I will take care. Let me put this on the top. And then under part 1, we have chapters. Chapter 1, sorry, I think there are 3 chapters under this. So let me put third chapter first. So it becomes easier. Chapter 2 and then chapter 1. Right? So we have got this chapter part 1 under part 1. So this is a hierarchy which looks like good menu. Then if I close this, so manuscript, write book, then I will write this under this, these 3 things, and under this part 1, under part 1, the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and inside the chapter, we have section 1, section 2, section 3, right? We have, so if I can bring that back. So this is like, I have put this, now we have section 1, section 2, section 3, review, edit, review and edit, and release. Similarly, section 1, section 2, review and edit and release. But you will see that there is no hierarchy available any further. So I said, if there is no hierarchy available any further, then how we will put the complete WPS properly? Then I worked on JIRA and figured out there is a method to put something on the top. So you can have, but for that you need to go to administrator. Administrator will go to this place and will go to issues and have to add a like epic, bug, story, subtask, task are there, and add this kind of another things which can be put on the top of epic. So we went ahead and added this. So if you want that, you have to go to admin. You cannot do, any user cannot do, only system administrator can do it. So you have to go and go to system administrator and ask him to add another hierarchy. Otherwise, it's just not possible. Okay. After putting this hierarchy, that's not enough actually. So you need to go to project back. I think write a book project. So you get back and then go to project settings. In the project settings, you need to go to type, issue type. And here there is no legend, right? So because there is no legend, you have to you need to go and add that legend which is added as a hierarchy into this. Only then you can do this. So I go here, these are available here. I put this anywhere you can put it. That's not on the top, or it does not says where it does not tell the hierarchy. It is just that it should be available to you. right? And then you can go back to project. Come to the list. And now if you go to create, you will find the legend here. And you can add legend on the top of this, but not here. This is just a list of tasks. This is not actually plan. This is list of tasks. This is not plan. Okay. So what I need to do is if I want to put it, I have to prepare a plan. I have to put up a plan. If I really want a Gantt chart kind of situation, things as such, I have to put as a plan on this. So I have to create a new plan and new plan for this project. It's a plan for this project. So I will say create a plan. Okay, probably the people who use JIRA, they may not be, they may be quite aware, but just understand that this is like write a book plan. Okay, and you can keep the private or open it for the other people to you. And here you see from where the plan inputs will come. So I will say they will come from the project. The project I have just created, that write a book and then create a plan. So this kind of plan, if you want, you have to prepare a plan. And all these things which I am now using, they are premium things actually. They are not available in the basic version of JIRA. That is of we'll talk about the licenses. So I have come into the plan, and in the plan I am in the timeline view, and I can see these things here, right? And so I can create an issue now here. And okay, this is not it. Your projects, book, project settings, issue type. Oh, it is there actually. I don't know why it is not showing. Okay, so give me a little benefit of noviceness, because I probably may not be that. I try to create that here. I think that need to be created there, but I'm not so sure. Legend here, and which is can say not really. Actually, I have to change these things. So I have to put this will be legend actually. So I have to restructure this, because this has to be legend or this has to be legend actually. So write a book will be here as such. So let me put this here. I will say this is write book. No, this should be section. This should be section 1, section 2, section 3, and section are in chapters. So this should be chapter 1, and this should be part 1. So this should be part 1, and this should be chapter 2. In chapter 2, and I can create this, I think, and I need to create this write book. create this is and okay, I need to create this one. So I think not this really. That's not a method to create. Probably I have done something wrong. Okay. Let me go again with the plan, and probably this should be in the plan. Not getting any. Label is currently hidden. To create legend issue, include this label in the hierarchy. Oh, I'm not sure what is happening. Let me try to create a plan, another plan, if that may help. So I write a write a book plan. Let me put another plan. Open project. Write a book, the same project, and let me create this. That is one of my here. This is coming over here. I don't need this. I can create it. Abhi now. So something probably beyond my understanding. Now I can create a write book. Okay, so this is how it is. This is what, and this need to be deleted actually. So I don't know how to remove this from the plan. I remove this. Okay, and then this will go above this. No. So this has come under this. Okay. So this is the hierarchy which has been created. I can create another issue called manuscript. And that and can put this under manuscript. Right. So it has gone here. So that is what it takes to do. And I think I am little running out of time. Otherwise, this is now this whole hierarchy has been developed. You can have timelines, right? You can build timelines here like this from here. Okay, you can build timeline here. This, maybe this, maybe this here, this here, a month instead of week. Okay, no, let's do month. So there is no duration as such I am able to provide. I did some homework, but I couldn't do that actually. You can link them like this. And let's make it weekly. So this is 3 days. It was 1.5 day, but there is no 1.5 day. I will keep it 2 days. Here it is 3 days. This is also 1.5 day, but there is no 1.5 days. So I have to keep it 2 days. And I have to really drag and drop here. Otherwise, they automatically do not get adjusted. Okay. So I can do this here. I can do this here. Let's say 3 days, and I can do this here. Let's say another 3 days. Okay. And let me put this, okay, here. So it doesn't go up. Let me put this ahead, put this. It is not going, I think some probably, I'm not sure if it is available or not available, but probably some setting may be required. I'm not so sure. I feel no such setting. So this is the time it takes actually. Now what I will do, I will try to create this with MS Project. And this time I will not use MS Project, the tool which I am showing you, but I will leave it here. So half is good enough. I will go to MS Project, and that MS Project is something look like this. This is a web version, website. We have a plan here. We can build a plan, and a blank plan. You can import it from Excel, etc. You can create a roadmap also. You can have, so all agile things are available, roadmap, blank plan, and you can put it here. You can see this. You can see this is a grid board and timelines are available, chart available. So I will go and put the go with the timeline. Add the task, which I says manuscript, right? Then I will say it is, I can go with, like I know, write script, or I can simply, let me make it faster, write, review, and what we can say, finalize. Finalize. Now I can take this to subtask. I can make this also a subtask. I can make this also a subtask, right? I can come over here and then I can say write book. Then this is, so I can promote it to back to that level. I can come over here and can say part 1 and part 2, or let's say part 1, and I think let's say part 1, under part 1 it was chapter 1, or chapter 2 and chapter 3, sorry, chapter 3. Oh, I forgot the section. Let me put section 1, but section 1 has to be here. I have to put this under it, and then put, let's say, section 2, section 3, right? Let me put this here. Let me put this here. Okay. Let me promote this to subtask. Let me promote this to subtask and another time subtask, right? So 2 times subtask, make subtask, make another time subtask, and another time subtask, right? Then here in chapter, this will be a subtask, and this is also be a subtask, right? And then I can, so this much is created. So let me leave this at here, and I can go to grid. So this is what the grid look like. I don't want this, let me show this. I don't want this column. I can hide this column. I want this column to be there. I will push this column here. I want, let me push this here. And I want duration to be here. And let me put the duration. Let me put the duration. I think this duration, let me check. 10, 3, 1 day. Okay, let me put it 5 days here. 5 days, 2 days, and 1 day. And then here it was 1.5 day. It was how much? It was 1.5 days. It was 3 days. It was 1.5 days again, right? And then chapter 2 and chapter 3 are 6 days. So chapter 2 and chapter 3 was 6 days and 5 days. I put 6 days here, 5 days here. If I require, I will put section here also. And then I can assign it here to anyone. I can put this when I want to start it from next Monday, put it next Monday, and then I will go to timeline and start adding these to this. And this goes ahead. So this respect the timeline. And then I will put this here. Or I think, let me put this here. Right? And this, and this. Add dependencies. I selected all three got dependent, continuously dependent. And add this here and add this here. Right? So the things which I did in 20 minutes there, it took me 5 minutes doing it here. That's what I'm saying. And also the lot of customization I did. I have chart here. I can assign it to the people. Right now there is nobody. I think I can put here group people. Let's say put the plan here. Write a book. Right? And here, group here, write a book. I said create one and add one resource. Resource is already there, one resource. So currently only I am the resource. So I can come over here and I can assign this. So you cannot assign this because this is a high level task. Right, so it takes care of the things. I put this here also, Vivek, and if I go to chart, I can see what are the charts. Unassigned and Vivek Prakash, unassigned this. If I want to make them done, suppose this work is done, I can go here, simply mark them done. This can be on the board also. So you can have a bucket, you can say it is backlog. You can write it as backlog. You can make another bucket called, let's say, WIP or WIP, work in progress, and you can put it complete. You can design your own and say, let's say I said one, which one is done? Timeline, the right is done. So in the board, where is the right? This completed, it has gone. I can put this in the completed. I want to next WIP, I want to do it review. So I put review here and after that finalization. And I can keep moving it. I can sign it. So you can have your Kanban board. You can have your grid board. You can customize this. In fact, you can add more columns here. If you want effort column, you can put effort column. Okay, and if you want a new field, you can just click on this. I want to have a critical field like yes, no field, let's say, and say critical. If critical, I can mark it as critical. So I will put this as this, and it has come over here. I said, this task is really critical. So I can come here and mark it as yes. Right? So look at this. I think this is what you can see. And I can, if I take another 5 minutes, I can prepare the whole schedule for the writing a book, but that I do not want. I have other things to check. So this is the fluidity. I'm not saying JIRA is not useful or JIRA is bad. JIRA has a lot of other things. If you look at JIRA, where is gone? Okay, you look at JIRA, the JIRA, everything is an issue actually. So if you go JIRA, everything is an issue. You say create an issue, right? You say list, you say create. If you see list, create an issue basically. You are creating an issue. I think it was in the plan. You say create an issue. Everything in JIRA is an issue. So probably JIRA is very good when you have a continuous maintenance type of project. So the issues are coming, the tasks are coming, and you want to quickly arrange them and deliver them. It's an ongoing process kind of operation. Probably JIRA is very good. MS project may not be very good for that situation. But if you have a project in hand which you have to deliver in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, I think JIRA will never tell you when it will be delivered because everything is manual here, like in Excel. What was the problem in Excel? Everything you have to do. So if I make it bigger, it got late, nothing is changing. So if it is a 50 task project, then how long I will continue will pushing it all back altogether. 111.
So,
right?
Vivek,
So it is something like Excel, right? Now, so not something, but yes, on the other side, the JIRA has workflows. I think MS Project also has a workflows. MS Project has a client version also, which we used last time. And the whole gamut of, like, I will tell you this whole gamut of, if you go to home, you get this, write a book, and you can go to project online. You can have a client server kind of environment, a complete enterprise environment, and that too all available in the same license. Online, offline, the client, the online, the web version. The Microsoft call it project for the web, and web version, project online. I think much more than generally JIRA offers, but JIRA is a very comprehensive tool, I understand. And for different reasons, it can be used. But somehow I feel if you have a project in hand, probably this is JIRA or similar tools are not that probably be useful in my opinion. I will come to quickly on that so that you have some time for question also. So look at the costing side also. I have taken a costing of MS project in JIRA. Right. So let me also show you this costing from where this costing has come. Okay. So I will go here. This is the JIRA costing. Okay. If you have 500 people, your cost is $10. But if you have a 50 people, your cost is $60. I'm talking about small teams, right? Maybe 100, maybe let's say 100. Even for 100, it is $16. Right? And standard one, 8.1. So standard, these plan, etc. are not available. So you have to buy premium if you want to do such kind of planning. And for planning, the cost is $60 per month. And on the other side, the project cost is like 2,495 for a plan 3, which is like a client version as well as online version. But project for the web, like your backlog, sprint, timeline, Gantt chart view, the task dependencies, project goal, all these what I showed you is available even in this, which is $10. So if you want to use only the part which I have given you, I showed you today, you just have to put $10. This is $10, right? If you want to use the client version also, which I used last time, then you have to spend this. Even then it will be used, it will be much cheaper. Let's look at this. Let me go back here and see. I have taken a team of 10 people where 1 is PM and 9 are team members. So MS project, one project manager. So 1 license we need for this, right? And sorry. one license we need for this, and $10 is for 9 people, right? If you use complete project, MS project, complete MS project. If you use complete MS project, then one person will use $30 per month and 9 people use $10 per month. Total cost per month will be $120. But if you go JIRA, JIRA doesn't differentiate between project manager, scrum master, or team members. Anybody does not have a premium version will not be having access to the plan version, and whatever you are assigning, they will not be able to see. So everybody has to pay $16. So 10 people, it is $160. And if you, sorry, if you go, let me go to, if you are using only what I told you today, then it is 1 into $10 only, equal to $100 per month. You don't need a client, the project professional, which is sitting on your, you just want to use web version. You don't need, you just pay $10. And the complete online version is available. But I will say why you do that. Take complete one. Still, it is cheaper. Use anything, whatever you want. You use full-fledged. Why you constrained by that? So don't use it. So this is what I wanted to show, that though it has its own, whatever you're doing JIRA, you can do in MS project. You can define your complete all the things as such.
Okay. So there are a couple of questions posted.
Yeah, so I will now stop it now and will answer the questions. Yes. So let me go to the chat. Okay, so is the work days calendar time or estimated work time to be specified? I think if we are like JIRA is being used in IT, so I think efforts are important in IT. So in MS project, if you do, you can specify the efforts as well as the duration. I found a little difficult in JIRA, but in JIRA it is there actually. You can specify how much effort is there, but combining effort with duration, that was a little difficult task actually. So both the things in MS project it was much easier. So just you can calculate each other. Also, can there be some part of link between MS project and JIRA? I don't know. I haven't seen that. Okay, any part of MS project is yeah. Microsoft Team Microsoft Team can have integration with JIRA. So JIRA has built an integration with Microsoft Team, but Microsoft Team is a very and if MS project part of if the web version of MS project is available in Microsoft Team, then you have both the things. So just check this out. If MS Team has web version of MS project, then you have both the things together with you, because then JIRA has integration with that. Please flash slide 10 of the hierarchy of the project plan. Okay, sure. So okay, I will show you that. So I will go here. Okay. This one?
This is slide 11. You wanted to ask for slide 10.
Yeah, this is okay, this one. So I tried only these two sections. I didn't try these two sections. And that too not complete actually. Looking at the time, basically the idea was to evaluate the project, not the things. Is this okay? Let me go to the other things if I have available. Quick question. How is plan different from MS project? It is used for planning phase or project.
No, I think this question is relevant
Just for
to.
planning phases of the project?
No, this is. I think the question is related to JIRA because there is
Okay.
terminal was their plan and project.
Okay. Okay. So plan is something like you can prepare a Gantt chart in the planning. In the project, it's only the listing of the task actually. You can manage that like the grid. The grid view is in the project. The MS, what you see grid views, it is in the project. But if you have a timeline, then the plan actually. So in JIRA, the timeline is actually the roadmap. I have to drop myself. Okay, office. Okay, fine. I have Clarizen. Clarizen is also a good tool actually, as I understand. Clarizen is also a good tool. I have never evaluated. I have never worked on it, but I have heard. So my like view is only based on what I heard about it. Okay. Yeah, Nagarajesh, you can send a query separate to me. Okay, you can send it to Vivek at pmwares.com. I can put this in the chat. You can send it to Vivek at the rate pmwares.com. Okay, so if any question, I will be happy to take this up. And
I hope the objective was met in the two sessions where we were talking about pricing and ease of use of various multiple tools for scheduling.
so my idea was that let's evaluate different things. Many times people are just, I see a couple of places, people are just sitting that the MS project is a traditional tool. It may not be fitting that. Well, there are a lot of changes have occurred there in that. So I feel it is a very comprehensive tool. You have like JIRA is famous for its workflows. Workflows are there in MS project also. We can utilize them and much more than actually. Any kind of in fact, in MS project, you have inbuilt the Kanban and Scrum board actually available. You can simply use them in the tool also in Project Professional also, which is installed on your machine.
Yes, I was not aware. The earlier versions of MS Project did not have this Kanban board and thing which has come up now. Good to see that the new features which has come in now.
So they have made many changes and quite they know that the IT companies use a lot MS Project, so they have to keep up the pace with what is happening in the industry. I think they are doing it, and they themselves are software companies. Oh, latest version, I don't know, but I think if you see this, you look at this, though the Kanban board I showed you, the Scrum also, the Scrum you can plan, and here also you can see this in the view. If you go in the view, like this is a task board. You can have a task board like this, right?
Yeah.
And here also you can put it like this here. In fact, this is much better. You put it here, put this in progress, put it in the done. It will be ticked actually when you put into done, automatic. If I take something here and put it here, it will be ticked. It is done, completed. Right? So, and you can, you have Kanban board, and if you go to task view project, you have this manage sprint. You can create this and develop a sprint of 2 weeks, one after another. Add a sprint, add this sprint, and add these tasks to the sprints and manage them here in the tool. But this tool required $30 per month. But you need only project managers, no, not the other people. Other need only the $10 things actually. So you can have a sprint, you can have this, and even in the report you go, you have the report also, the burn down chart and so forth, so thing. Where is the, this is burn down chart. It shows you burn down charts. So there are things quite available here, and I think it's like last two, now they're not, it's a cloud version, so it is always latest, but I think in 2017 or 2020 it is available actually. For last 3-4 years actually it is available. Right, so I think let's stop it here. We are already overrun by 5 minutes. I just thought of tell you also. So I'm not a Microsoft person. Microsoft doesn't pay me anything. I just find that for my colleague, for my people who are connected with me, they probably well informed and save their money, recommend better things to their organization. If tomorrow JIRA come out to be with a better versions, having a better effective scheduling kind of things, which is the core of all the project management, I will be happy to have JIRA with me. Anything. In fact, many times I recommend you can have just simply Libre project. Libre project is like MS Project client, and it is free. So it is not as capable as MS Project. I showed you many things, but you can, moderate project can be done. Okay, so good. Thank you very much for taking out your time and coming over here, listening to me. I hope this webinar was informative to you. It will be useful to you. We look forward to you in the next webinar, which will be on 23rd of July. And Kalyan is here. He is going to bring knowledge management to you. And very important part, very neglected and very important. And every organization is emphasizing like anything. I think you will be greatly benefited with that session. So look forward to you on 23rd. Thank you very much. See you on 23rd. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.